Hi, this is Dr. Rob coming to you with this week's health blog, and this is all about basically we're going to talk more about how your medical doctor in the past, or you've heard to where don't go to a chiropractor because they're quacks or they're unscientific or it's a cult, and I just want to go over the history of where all that came from, because there is roots to that and legal roots to it. So it started back in the early 60s when the American Medical Association, which is the largest healthcare lobbyist body in the world, they went ahead and they formed a board on quackery, and the main specific purpose of this board was to contain and eliminate chiropractic care. So they put pressures on hospitals, on their members, medical doctors, that if they were to associate with chiropractors professionally, that they would be booted out of the AMA, which was a big thing back in the 60s. So not until the 80s, what happened was that 5 chiropractors went ahead and they sued and they challenged the AMA. And they sued them under the Sherman Act, which basically is a monopoly. It's a monopoly act there. So what they did is that throughout this trial, that they found that eventually in 1987, it came to be, it was in September 25th, 1987, that the Superior Court ruled that the American Medical Association was found guilty of conspiracy of trying to contain and eliminate a competing profession. So, and that was in the Supreme Court. So it all kind of stems back from that there and the pressures of the AMA putting on their doctors to not associate with chiropractors. Now what's interesting about this lawsuit here is that they made it real easy for the AMA. All they had to prove in there is that with some sort of doubt that they were acting in the best interests of the public to protect them from these chiropractors that were doing harm. They're unscientific cultists. But what they found is that they couldn't even do that, because a lot of their testimonies that are coming in is very damaging for the AMA, because they just couldn't find the dirt that they wanted. Also, they were found that some of the research that they were actually doing on the chiropractors, they suppressed that research, the positive research on it, and buried that. They actually disclosed and found that information. So there's reasons why that there's a lot of people that may have this kind of fear to go to a chiropractor, and that's the reason why it stems from this lawsuit back in 1987. So if you get a chance, if you want to hear more about it, or if you have any questions, you can contact me, Dr. Robert Bates, at Bates Chiropractic, and our phone number is 310-545-4188, or contact us on the web at chiropractormanhattanbeach.com. Have a great week.